Hey, Tom Ferry, your coach. Welcome to Life by Design, your place online for ideas, inspiration, and how to stay in action. So this morning I was up early, I was doing my routine, I was in my exercise, and I thought, oh, you know what I want to do? I want to listen to that Tony Robbins interview. I did an interview with Tony last year, and it just, got me really fired up, just, hanging out with him, spending that time, and then sharing a lot of what he was sharing, which was basically the psychology of getting out of a slump, or how do you take advantage of a marketplace like this, starting up here in your mind and with your physiology. And it reminded me of something that both he and I studied early on in NLP, which is, this success cycle. And the success cycle essentially is this. Look at in life, right now, you're either going one of two directions. You're either on your way to where you want to go, or you're in a downward spiral. The question is, how fast are you going? There is no neutral. There is no staying neutral. You're either going this way or you're going that way, and the question is, how fast? Well, what determines all of that, so we're clear, is your physiology, the way you move your body. People say to me all the time, Tom, why are you so fired up all the time? Like, how do you do it? And I say, because I move my body in a way that constantly keeps me energized, fired up, and focused. You're not going to find me walking around my office like this, oh, what's going on? I just don't do that. I mean, my shoulders are back, smile on my face, energy's high. It's all about physiology. You know it, I know it. You get rejected on a sales call. What do? You put your arms up in the air and you go, yes! Because that's better than going, oh, how come the world keeps rejecting me? Second thing is your focus. Your focus is determined by the questions that you ask yourself. The questions that you ask yourself. So if I'm asking myself questions like, what do I love about my job? What do I love about this market? How will I today assist more people in achieving their goals? If I'm asking questions like that, my focus is going that way, not that way. But if I ask myself questions like, why does this always happen to me? I'm going down, and I'm going down fast. The third one, of course, is your self-talk. Shad Helmstetter wrote the great book, I want to say in the late 70s, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. We know that the average human being is 6 moves from death and dying, and every action or decision that you're going to make, I say to you, make some phone calls. And you go, oh, if I make some phone calls, what if I get rejected? If I get rejected, I'm not going to feel good. If I don't feel good, I'm not going to perform good. If I don't perform good, I'm not going to make any money. If I don't make any money, I can't eat. If I don't eat, I'm going to die. All I said was make some phone calls. But your self-talk, unfortunately for most people, takes you to a place of death and dying when all we're saying is, get off your booty and make some calls. Do what you know you got to do, right? So all of this determines what we call your attitude, how you view the world. So if your physiology is strong, if your focus is centered on questions that are going to lead you towards your goals, and your self-talk is ensuring yourself, focusing yourself, getting yourself pumped up and fired up with the right dialogue, your attitude's on fire. When your attitude's on fire, guess what? You take great action. When you take great action, you produce great results. And when you produce great results, guess what happens to your physiology, focus, and self-talk? Now again, I started this video by saying, you're only going one of two directions, and the question is, how fast are you going? How fast can you turn it around? Move your body in a powerful way. Stand up. Get your body fired up, right? That's kind of Tony Robbins 101, but the reality is we know it's NLP 101, right? You know it, I know it, we've been doing it for 20 years. Move your body in a powerful way, everything works. Body and mind in motion, bam, you're in action. Physiology, focus, the questions you ask yourself, and your self-talk, that determines your attitude. If this is bad, and this is bad, that's going to be bad. This will not happen. This will really upset you, and you know what? You're going down. So, what will you do today to get it all right? Decide right now. 6 moves from death and dying. I know he asked you to make a decision. Don't go, death. Just say, you know what? Today I'm going to put a smile on my face. I'm going to put my shoulders back. I'm going to stand tall. I'm going to walk proud. And I'm going to ask myself this question over and over again. What am I grateful for? And then what am I committed to? What am I grateful for? What am I committed to? That will get you going this direction. And you know what? Just like my son, if you watched a video I did about a year ago, who walked around before he had to do a little talk at his school, he kept saying, I'm focused, I'm powerful, and I'm going to make a great presentation. And you know what? At 10, he did. Because what do we know? What's going on up here ultimately is going to produce what comes out of here and the way you act every day. So, long video. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to attach, not today, but I'm going to attach on Friday, the Tony Robbins interview I did. So on Friday, be on the lookout for it. It'll be a little PS attachment on your Friday video. Remember always, your strategy matters, and your passion rules.